Hey, what's going on, family, and welcome back to Game Design 101 with Luclin. Alright, so last time we left off, I showed you guys how to do some kind of advanced painting techniques inside of the Unity engine right here. Kind of easy stuff. Just kind of showed you how to paint on different layers and different texture layers and stuff like that. Okay, so what I'm going to show you guys today is we are going to put in a skybox. We are also going to take this little guy right here and we're going to turn it into an island in the middle of the water. So hang on tight and let's do this. Pretty easy. Let's do this. Okay, so what we're going to start out with first is we're going to put a skybox into the level. And the way to put a skybox into the level is really easy. You just go like this. You go to Edit, you go to Render Settings, you go over here to where it says Skybox Material, click that little circle just like that. And we're going to scroll down and find the appropriate skybox that we want. So we have this one we can do. We can use this one, or we can use this one. I think we're going to use this one right here. So if you look, now we have a skybox in our level. Pretty easy stuff. Now making your own skyboxes, that's a different story. That's a tutorial way later down the road. Not right now. This is just showing you how to use one of the provided skyboxes inside of Unity for your level. So that was easy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to remove a lot of the stuff around us so we can kind of put some water in and create some different things. First of all, I want to show you guys something. One of the biggest things that you want to kind of pay attention to with a skybox is this. You see how we have that horizon out there? And it doesn't really like give it where it feels like, you know, you're in this like space. Well, usually you can block that with, let's say, trees or mountains or whatever, because right now it just looks like, okay, but I can walk over there and there's something there. Usually what you can do is you can just do something like this. It's pretty easy. Just click on terrain, go over to, let's say we don't want height, we just want to raise and lower terrain. We'll just use the cool brush. Let's see, what size is our brush? It's on 4 right now, so let's pull that up a little bit. We'll take it about there. So we're going to take it more. We want to affect a lot. So let's go ahead and do our opacity like so to get more strength. Just bring that up just like so. You can see how the terrain adjusts with the trees. Oh, sorry, the trees adjust with the terrain as it's painted. So now we can smooth that out. Let's just grab it and smooth it out like this. Just making some type of border around it for now. Now sometimes you don't have to do this depending on, you know, your game and your game type, but I like doing that just because now when we're down into the character level, so we can go down to character level now and we can see that, okay, now we can see a boundary. There's a boundary out there and we don't know what lies beyond those mountains, so you just kind of keep that as a mystery. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to remove these other trees over here that we put in. So let's go over here and let's remove all of these. So we're going to come back, we're going to click on your terrain, you're going to go back to your brushes here, we're just going to hold down shift, hold down the shift key and left click, and that erases those trees. So that's what we're going to do there. So let's see what else. Okay, we have the grass in there, so we're going to remove that grass for now, remove a lot of that grass. So let's pull our brush size back and let's just hold down shift and left click and we can remove our grass just like this. Let's actually make it a little bigger and put up the opacity so the strength of it, there we go, see? Now we're just removing the grass. So we're just going to remove the grass completely off of here. We'll redo this in just a little bit, but first we're going to lay some water in and give it, you know, kind of like an island feel. Let's remove this tree too. Okay, there we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add some water to this scene first of all. Now there's a few ways to do this, and depending on what version of Unity you have depends on the type of water that you're going to be able to put in. Just remember that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, I'm going to go to, let's see, we want standard assets and then we want water. See this? There's water basic, which you're probably going to have water basic, and there's water pro. And the difference, there's two differences between this, and I'll show you what it is. So we're going to use daylight simple water in basic. We're just going to pull it over here and give you an idea of what that looks like. This is probably the water that most of you are going to be able to access, is this, until if you ever do by Unity. So if you look, this is what the water is going to look like. It's just a simple shader water, just like that. It's, I don't know, is it animated? Let's see. I can't tell if it's animated or not. Let's get him over there and see if we can see the water. I think we pulled it up. I pulled it up too high. Yeah, let me lower it down some, and we'll check and see if it's animated. So let's pull this down to about right there where he can see it, and then let's hit play again. Let's just see if it's animated at all. No, we want to go to him. Go to the character. Thank you. Alright, so let's go over here. Over this way. There it is. See it? Alright, let's run. Run, 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 run. Is that animated? Yeah, look, see? So that is the type of water that you're going to get inside of the non-pro version of Unity. Just like that. So it's an easy water to work with. So I'll show you how to work with this water first. So we're going to stop playing, and then we're going to come over here, and we're going to say, alright, what I want to do is this is obviously going to be my island right here. This little guy right here is going to be my island. So now, we're going to pull this down like so, and then we're going to scale it out like that. Just like that. So now we have water out here. Like that. Pretty easy. Okay, and then we're going to take and we'll make it, now we want to make it to where it's only about, I don't want, maybe knee high for him. Right now it's not even knee high. It's underneath his feet. There he is, it's feet high. Look, see how his feet are in it a little bit? We're going to pull that up some. So let's go ahead and turn that, and let's pull this up a little bit about there. We'll say, we'll compensate, we'll fix the terrain if we have to. Okay, so now it's about, oh, it's about knee high. So now it's knee high water. So as you can see, we have this small little island here with water. Just like that. Pretty easy to do. And so now, that was it. That's how simple it is to make an island. You just have the water, scale the water out, and make sure, you know, that you've got your island, everything that you want, and everything's correct, and it looks good. It's really easy to do. It's not a hard task to create an island with water. Now, and you can see how it goes out there, and we have it all around here. Doesn't look too bad. We got some grass out there we forgot to get, but that's okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, but I'm going to show you it with the Pro, the Unity Pro. If you ever do get Unity Pro, this is what you're going to need to do. Basically, you just go down here, you've got daylight and nighttime water, so we're going to use the daylight water. You see the difference in the water already? There's a reflection of the sky on this water, and you get reflection of the land too. So if we lay this water down, and we extend this out, we scale it out, like that. You see how it's got the reflection in it of everything? So you can see it's a better water. It's just a better shader water. So we're going to pull this down, so we'll say about just like that there, okay? And then we'll play the character again, and now you see what this water looks like. See this water? This water looks good. Kind of looks a little too clear. Like I would fix this. I'm going to mess with it a little bit. But as you can see, there's what this water looks like. So there's our island. So we have an island, and you got all these reflections. Now, we can take these reflections and make these reflections so they're not as reflective, so it's not like a mirror, because it kind of looks weird. But you can see that's how you put water in. So we've got a skybox and we've done water. We've created a small island with water. Pretty easy stuff. So what I've showed you guys, we'll go over it real fast again. If you go to edit, you go to render settings, and you go over here to skybox material, you can apply a skybox to it right here just by clicking this little round button, scrolling down and finding the skybox that you want. So we'll just do this skybox for the heck of it. Okay, and now we have a new skybox on. And then to do the water, you just go down into your project files. You'll have a water basic folder right here. And if you own Unity, you'll have a water pro folder right here. And you can come in here and you've got daylight simple water and you have nighttime simple water. Now, the difference is there's nighttime water there, and that's the basic nighttime water. And then we have the pro nighttime water also. It's just the shading of the water itself. Now that doesn't look too different from the daytime water, but I'm pretty sure it's different. So yeah, there you go guys. That's it. That's how you create a small island with water inside of Unity and a skybox. So I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful, and if you guys have any more suggestions on what you'd like to see, now remember, I'm a game designer and I'm a level designer. I'm not a coder. I don't do coding at all. I may do a little bit of scripting, but that's as far as it goes. So I'm not going to be able to do any miraculous coding stuff for you. But when it comes to level design stuff, I can show you a lot of level design stuff. So I'm thinking the next time what I'm probably going to show is how to bring in a third-party model from an external 3D program, i.e. 3D Studio Max, where we're going to start our 3D Studio Max tutorials on creating an object inside of 3D Studio Max and then unwrapping it and then bringing it into Photoshop, creating a full texture and then bringing it back into 3D Max and then exporting it into the Unity engine. So I will talk to you guys later, and remember, if you like this series, please support it. And that's it, guys. Bye.